In First for Edmonton, a police-related program will try to reduce crime in apartment buildings by evicting criminal tenants. As part of the program, new tenants and old tenants renewing their leases must sign a civil contract in which they agree to move if there is any illegal activity in their apartment, drugs, prostitution, or domestic abuse. The eviction notice is usually drawn up once there is a criminal charge, but not always. A boy under 12 can't be charged with selling crack in his mother's suite, but the family can still be evicted if there's evidence of the crime. The program has been shown to decrease the number of police calls to membership properties in more than 1,000 American communities and a half dozen Canadian cities where it is now operating. After introduction of this program, Homer Blimson, his wife Mabel, and their two children Lucy and Bart moved into Tumble Towers owned by the Capitalist Housing Authority. Homer signed a contract that included the following. If at any time during the tenancy, the tenant or his members of his family should be convicted, indicted, charged, or suspected with any criminal activity or moral wrongdoing, then such act or wrongdoing constitutes sufficient grounds for immediate eviction from the premises. The tenant hereby agrees that any such act or wrongdoing constitutes his or her immediate notice to vacate the premises within 14 days. Homer signed at the end of the 23-page lease document, which was included above on the term page on 17. Homer did not initial on the document anywhere.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by its tail, and your third fiance didn't show.
Hi Homer, how's it going?
Oh, not bad.
How's Mabel?
Oh, she's
Lovely lady, eh?
yeah.
That's good.
She's alright.
Here's a contract for you to live here. It's a little new. You might want to read over it.
I'm sure it's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just flip through.
Looks really important. So what do I have to sign?
Just sign the back.
Okay.
That's all you need to sign.
Right here?
Right there.
Yeah,
Sign
that's
there.
nice.
Sign.
Okay.
Yeah. Homer. Good job.
Yeah. Alright, yeah.
Good.
Hello?
Hey G-Vase, you want to come over and play on the computer?
Yeah, sure, I'll be over soon. Bye.
Oh, Garth. Are you here to see Bart?
Yes.
He's right here.
Hey Garth, I missed you.
I missed you
Kiss him.
too.
No, you didn't.
Dude, I know this really cool website.
What's it called?
Macrohard.
What's this website about?
Like, it has a whole bunch of things you can buy.
Such as?
Like, look at this computer.
Oh, you want to buy a computer?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I
Look
don't
at
know
it.
if that's a good
It has
idea.
so
This
many-
website doesn't look like we can trust.
No, let's do it.
But
Come on.
even just the name, I don't know. No, maybe we shouldn't.
No, like, I already did it.
But it doesn't look like it's safe. It's even giving you pop-ups and warnings. Maybe you should just leave the website.
No, don't.
You crashed it. I told you not to go on the website. Now we're gonna be in trouble. It doesn't even work anymore.
My bad.
Yeah, it is your bad.
Let's go inside.
Hello, Chief Wiggum here. CEO of Microhard Computers. And what would be the problem? 2 kids crashed their site. Bart and Garth. 22 million in damages. Or I'll make sure I'll track the email. Alright, thank you. So you're the landlord? Yes. Building? Yes. Well, we have a complaint here.
About what?
From one of your tenants.
Who's that?
It's about Homer Blimson.
Homer Blumson.
Homer Blimson?
Oh, I know Homer Blumson. Nice guy.
Yeah, we tracked his activity on the internet, and we found that He crashed the website.
No, that can't be Homer.
It says here.
Homer's a nice guy. I didn't think it'd be him. Sure you have the right guy?
Yep, Homer Blimson. That's the email I got.
Room 226?
Room 226.
Oh, yeah, that's him. That's Homer.
That is Homer.
Alright, well, I told him, right? Like, no activity. But he's gonna have to get evicted. Eviction notice. That's what he's getting. He's getting kicked out now.
Whoa, calm down there, bud.
Homer's gone.
Calm down there,
He's
bud.
getting evicted. I'm gonna go talk to him. Homer?
Yep. Seems to be a problem, boss.
We have a little problem here. Your son Bart and his buddy Garth they're in some trouble with the law, I hear.
Oh, nothing too big.
And I state here that in the contract that any illegal activity in here, you'll get evicted. And you signed right here stating that you read it all.
Well, that's not fair.
Sorry.
That's a very unfair clause.
No, you signed here, you read it.
That's ridiculous.
Not my problem. You and Bart and Mabel, you guys are out.
I can't believe this.
Pack your bags.
This is so dumb.
It's the rules. Homer.
Arguments that support Homer Blimps. The exemption clause, which in this case is the agreement on page 17, should have been brought to his attention at the time of the contract.
The landlord did not disclose all relevant information. In this case, the information was very important as it gives the landlord right to evict Homer. Therefore, this is misrepresentation on the landlord's side.
Homer is not really liable for Bart's actions because according to the Residential Tenancy Act, parents may be held liable for failing to exercise the control necessary to prevent their children from intentionally harming others. However, Homer did not realize that Bart and his friend Garth could pull off something to this magnitude.
Homer also did not assist Bart and his friend in carrying the deed. A parent cannot be made to pay the price of his children's action unless proven that the parent knowingly engaged in a bad act.
Arguments to support the landlord. There is a breach of contract. Homer signed a contract and therefore he is liable for the consequences. He should have read page 17, and as a tenant, Homer also should have understood the lease that he signed. Therefore, the landlord can raise an argument that Homer is liable for the damages due to his negligence.
By Homer putting his initials, it is assumed by law that he has read and agreed to all terms of the contract.
Homer also should know better and not complain because he lives in a crime-free multi-housing program.
Remedies. From the analysis of the argument of both Homer and the landlord, we find that there is more evidence to support Homer than the landlord.
Therefore, there are three possible outcomes. Number 1, rectification by the courts. This can be applied by courts using Section 10 of the Judiciary Act, which states that the court has power to relieve against all penalties and forfeitures and in granting relief to impose any terms as to costs, expenses, damages, compensation, and all other matters that the court sees. Therefore, the landlord will still have the tenant and Homer will still have a place to live.
Number 2, if Homer does not want to continue living in Tumble Towers, then any deposit that Homer made ought to be returned to him.
Number 3, if the landlord wants to sue Homer for Bart's actions, he would not be successful because the contract itself is very remote. Homer is only responsible for the damages at the time of the contract that he was entered into and can only be reasonably foreseen.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.